E aí pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui é o Master e no vídeo de hoje vamos continuar a nossa série de Ace Combat 7. E é isso aí, creio eu que a gente tá chegando na reta final do game. Mas é isso aí, o game é muito bom, tô jogando de novo, a regravação da série, já teve aqui no canal, tô fazendo de novo, porque eu gosto do jogo e porque a gente realmente precisava regravar. E, então é isso galera, bora lá, deixa o seu like se você chegou até aqui. Se você assistiu até aqui, mano, já deixa o like. E é isso aí, mano, partiu, vamos pra próxima missão e já era.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusea drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip.
Eita, mano.
Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him.
Eita, mano.
The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes.
Que bagunça, velho.
Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies.
Uau!
That was the only place where he felt alive. have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
Tadinho dele, ele só provocou uma guerra.
She's right. It feels so far away now.
Você tá doido.
The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
Ah, agora quer ajudar, né?
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusea after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder
Yes?
which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Treta, meus amigos. Treta. Missão 19, Lighthouse.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusea have joined forces, and will take down the final arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you, but take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass, if you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future there.
Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 Squadron. It's a message to all those looking to end the
É, a
war.
gente tá chegando no final da
I
guerra
also
já,
think
velho.
it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war.
É, mano, porque,
Time to
pô,
fly, guys. Let's go get that arsenal bird.
tá foda essa guerra, né, mano? Já tá desgastando geral. Ah. Peraí. Não, vai esse aqui mesmo. Partiu, velho. Vambora.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Derrube o Arsenal Bird. É, mano, essa missão aqui vai ser tensa, hein? Mas bora lá. Se você assistiu até aqui, se quiser se inscrever no canal, se inscreve e ativa o sino das notificações para não perder nenhum outro vídeo que eu vou trazer aqui pro canal, hein? Tá acabando aqui o Ace Combat, mas eu vou trazer mais games pro canal, mano. Se inscreve aí, porra.
We need help. Don't let them damage more. Show them what the Erusian, no, what fighter pilots are made of. Thanks. I owe you. No sweat. Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Treta, meus
Well,
amigos.
if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess
Deixa com
nobody
nós,
told them.
velho.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
Pô, essa missão vai ser grande, hein?
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose
Caramba,
of
já
taking
tiraram
down
em
the
mim,
Arsenal
velho.
Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger. Roger.
Speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
This is Ghost Squadron and Rival Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering
Caramba,
your
desviaram.
This is Su-2. It's Mr. X's crew. Count, he's up. Engagement is forbidden. Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are
Ele já era, hein? Nossa, mano, estão tirando inimigo 12.
all this just to keep our war going. Missile launched.
Caramba!
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important who we are. First,
Vamos salvar esse cara aqui, velho.
destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
3 strikes on our side?
É, quase matei ele.
In a long time. 3 strikes?
Não, meu amigo, você não tá fazendo isso não.
The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down. I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell. The biggest problem is
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
they're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look.
Eita, mano,
See
já
that
era
line
isso aqui,
continuing
hein?
above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
Drone leadership rights verified. Some rebellion. The battle for this attack. Take down the Arsenal Bird and build a new country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. You can bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us.
Picked up a slave craft.
É, mano, vamos só derrubar os
With the communications
caras aqui,
infrastructure
velho.
down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky.
derrubar esse aqui, né? Aí, os caras estão querendo me dibrar, velho. É, meu parceiro. Vem cá, meu parceiro. E aí? Não, cai não.
Warning. Missiles launched from the arsenal bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
Nossa.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Broadcaster, do we have more incoming? Unknown. Proceed with caution.
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds.
Tá, meu parceiro. Pode não.
What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Quer apertar de frente, maluco? Nossa, desviou, velho.
Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Já era também.
I said we were going to take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Nossa, desviou bonito,
I
hein?
get it. What a party.
I was going to do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the arsenal bird. 5 seconds.
Nossa.
3, 2. Impact now. Get caught in that. It's all over. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival.
Tem monte agora, velho.
2. Inbound.
I'm going down!
Target shot down. 3 seconds remaining. Missile launched.
Nossa, mano, passou relando, velho.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
Missile hit. Enemy has a lock on you.
Nu!
Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the arsenal bird.
Incoming.
Agora é o bichão, doido.
4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire!
Olha isso, mano. Tem escudo.
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
Damn monster.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope. Here they come.
That's something.
Você tá doido?
Missile.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers.
Destruir esse laser aí, meu parceiro. Ai, ai, mano. Nossa, vou morrer,
HQ,
velho.
we have a problem. The damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see
Nossa,
that coming.
nossa,
Straight
velho.
one.
Caramba. E os mísseis me pegaram, velho. Dessa vez eu não consegui escapar, não. Tá bom.
Damn monster.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come. That's something.
Você tá doido.
Missile.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers.
We can't drain it. Evacuate.
Missile.
Flagship Starling heavily damaged by laser weapons. Warriors captured aircraft control and nothing.
Você tá doido.
Lifeboats.
HQ, we have a problem. The damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
Missile. That's some pretty impressive
Ai,
firepower.
ai, ai,
I, for
ai,
one,
ai.
did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You'll slow the arsenal bird.
Missile. Locked on. You're mine. Missile.
The enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
Landed on a friendly's tail.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird.
Don't turn your back on him.
Missile.
It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal bird.
Missile.
O escudo roubado, velho.
The AWACS, I was in the corner.
Go down. Cyclops 1, break away.
That's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? Never get it on over those frills. Yes.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously.
No good. The anti-control room is gone.
The opposite
The radar room here is stealing things.
Nothing phases this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with the second
Ai,
saturation
ai, ai, ai,
attack.
ai, ai.
All aircraft. Separately engage in direct
Nossa,
attack.
mano.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now? Special delivery. Recover any friendlies it's hit. Struggle 1, Fox 2. Subpropeller confirmed destroyed.
Você tá doido, mano. Tem que destruir esse laser, velho.
Target acquired.
Ai,
It's
ai.
readying its APS.
Mano, eu vou voar pra frente dele e vou destruir o laser.
Damage. One aircraft hit. No, two.
I can see light
Vou na
bulb
frente
shivering,
dele.
but it isn't lit up.
That's it. That's the location marker. You have it from there, right?
Então, vou dar meia
Got
volta.
it.
Missile.
Missile inbound, missile inbound.
There's something we can do. Just evading like this will get us all killed.
Landed on a friendly's tail.
Missile.
Laser cannon
Já
confirmed
era.
destroyed. That eliminates one major threat.
Missile.
Thanks. That thing almost cooked my tail. Target locked.
Olha o tanto de drone.
The shield can lose power. Elevators continuously supplying it with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do?
Missile.
Cosette? Smash it. Smash all 6 of the bastards. It'll lose power.
É, mano, a treta tá rolando solta aqui, velho.
Star warning.
Damn shield. Just go away.
Missile. Missile.
Be gone.
Missile.
Disappear.
Missile.
On cuckoo count.
Away with you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Eita, não.
Just what kind of magic
wasn't magic. It's a scam.
Bora voltar lá pro grandão.
Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
No lights. It's switched to the backup power supply.
Ah, ele tá no meio da vida.
The main supply's been cut off.
Nossa, dá pra acertar tudo, hein? Olha.
UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're down.
Destruir as armas dele pra não poder atirar em nós, velho.
Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Tá acabando.
How about this try to run?
Most collision cannon destroyed. That drops the Arsenal Bird's threat level a little. Both main propellers have been stalled. Strider 1 has destroyed a sub-propeller.
Já era.
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged.
Já era também.
Trigger got a sub-propeller. You're getting the hang of this, Trigger.
Destruindo tudo, velho.
The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
It's down to destroying the Rectenna's base.
Say what?
If we destroy the docking modules, the supply unit will break off from the Arsenal Bird. That'll leave the Rectenna base vulnerable. Light it on fire and we can cut that burn. Theoretically, that may prove impossible.
Eita, não.
That would be a trouble, but...
Yeah, but our guy's more than
Os
just an
drones estão
experienced
atirando ali,
pilot.
velho.
Trigger, let's do this.
Is he really that good of a pilot? I'd bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! The refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourself killed? George! Tabloid! Get back here! I can't leave that girl to die. Fine, fine! Get her, but be quick about it!
Agora certo.
Is everything okay? The drones
Já
are acting
era.
odd.
Run! Run! Careful!
Eita, tô ficando sem munição,
Docking
doido.
module destroyed. That's 2 of them. Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do.
Is everything
Já
okay?
era.
Some people
Nossa, passou relando.
but the kid Tabloid went after his safe. He ran that distance with a gun in his hands.
Good. What about Tabloid?
Acertei.
Rectenna base unit confirmed destroyed.
Lancaster! Oh my god! The Arsenal Bird is on
Acertei,
fire!
mano, de primeira.
Trigger, break off.
Não sair não, mano, vou ficar de olho.
Arsenal Bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal Bird is down! Lancaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water.
Vai cair na
All
água,
aircraft
velho.
avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rogues.
Cê tá
Even in
doido.
death, that thing is intimidating.
Olha o tamanho disso, velho.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were
Isso aí,
alive
velho,
until
missão
a few moments
cumprida.
ago. My friend was here. Can you
Da
see
hora.
this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. If you surrender now, we will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrenders. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down.
Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down.
Vai dar ruim, hein?
What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Por que ela quer pular de
Are
paraquedas?
those the drones we saw at that factory? I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground.
No, wait!
Já era, mano, vai morrer.
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that!
this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Já era, mano.
Predator 2,
Morreu.
you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Já era.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you.
Relaxa, meu parceiro.
3,000 meters to carrier. You're too fast. Lower your speed.
Eu tô bem
You're
devagar.
on course. Looking good, buddy.
Abaixa. Ei, vai dar não, hein?
You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Não vai dar não, hein? Bora tentar de novo. A gente tava muito rápido, mano. Não ia parar, velho.
You're too fast. Lower your speed. Lower your nose.
Isso, deixa com nós.
1,500 meters to carrier. Bank left, Trigger.
Aí, mano, agora vai, agora vai, agora vai, agora vai. Aê, mano, perfeito.
Let's clear up the deck for the other aircraft. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins.
Perfeito. E galera, eu vou finalizar o vídeo. Dessa vez vai ser só uma missão aí. Que a próxima é a última, né? Ok, é isso aí mesmo. Valeu e falou. Deixa o like, velho. Deixa o like e se inscreve. Valeu e falou, mano.